Greetings and salutations. This is Rick Koppel coming at you from Denver, Colorado. Another episode of Not a Linux Screw Guy channel. And we have today for you the last OS or new user OS reviewed for you today called Zorin. Ever heard of it? Likely you have, probably at least once or twice. I've downloaded it before and installed it and used it for a while. Now I've installed it again so I can check it out one more time for you. It's also another OS users recommend as a new user distro. So we're going to check it out and compare with the rest of the ones we've done. We'll check that out right after the intro. Yeah, so we're going to check out Zorin OS. But before we do, I got a couple of small announcements, real small. I got another computer! Yay! And my wife is getting a little crazy thinking of all the computers I've been getting lately, but I got me another laptop. That's one of the reasons I've been delayed in getting out a video on this last part. Is because I've been setting up my new computer, my new laptop. Guess what decided to put on my new laptop driver, daily driver. Checking out, and I'll probably do a review on it shortly, before too long anyway. I'll give you a hint what it is right down here. That's right, I've installed Endeavor OS on my computer. I actually installed it on my other computer for a while. It had i3 window manager on it, and I kind of liked it. There was only one small issue with it I had, but otherwise it worked pretty good. Might install on this and give that a go too. i3 or maybe awesome or something like that, and see how awesome it really is, how awesome is. Yeah, so anyway, I got Endeavor OS installed on this laptop that I'm recording on right now, and I got my Bluetooth working, I got my printer working, everything's working on it so far that I've been able to do. The only thing is that the reason I had to not install it on here, I installed Neptune back on this one over here, is because the Wi-Fi adapter I got for this computer over here only used Debian. It's only tested on Debian. I tried to use the following instructions. I had to install it by basically building it, but it ran into a problem and it couldn't do it. So can't use it on Arch apparently. So anyway, back to the Zorin issue. Let's take a check out. First we're going to check out their website. Then we'll go check it out on the desktop. Then we'll go check it out on the spreadsheet. Pretty standard stuff. So here we go to the website. So here we are at the Zorin website. It's nice. Looks good so far. It's got a download button right on the front page. Download Zorin OS. And you got a lot of other text and stuff down there if you want to check it out more. All sorts of stuff you can read about and stuff you can check out yourself. It's got all the stuff there you want. So if you want to go down here to Zorin, or you want to download download Zorin OS, click this button. Takes you to this page. Now, first thing when I looked at this, I was Zorin OS, and it's your computer. And I realized this is going to cost me some money. Only $39. I'm like, what? But it says though they have other editions that are free. This is only $39. We'll take a look at that, what that is here in a minute. Now let's go down to the bottom. I think is where the your Ultimate right here. Basically, the only thing the Ultimate has the others don't is it's got premium desktop layouts. In other words, you got Mac OS, GNOME, and Ubuntu layouts. And And you got the best business and media apps. I don't know what those are, but it's got the best ones available apparently. And you probably can install yourself, I assume, but I don't know. You don't know till you buy it and look and see what it is after you buy it. It's got over 20 games on it, and Zorin installation support. I guess you can call them up and talk to them if you have problems and issues and things like that. Yeah. I have an educational one over here. There's some educational apps and games on it. Difference between it. This core one has basic Zorin appearance, standard desktop layouts. Your Zorin Connect, your phone and computer connected. Ooh, so it's kind of like got KDE on it, maybe something like that. No, I think it's known, but it's just it's kind of like KDE's Connect. Then you don't have the XFCE desktop, which may be issue there. And advanced GNOME desktop, and it's compatible with Microsoft Office. LibreOffice Suite on it. So I guess the best business and media apps must be a mix of some other things, maybe some proprietary stuff. I don't know. Maybe I have to pay for it. Pay for it because pay for the business apps and things like that that are proprietary. They had to pay for it, something like that. I don't know because I didn't download that version. So I downloaded this core version. You also have a light version if you want something that'll run on an old computer. So let's go up there. There's your learning app. Your old computer new again. Yeah, because it's like lightweight desktop environment, KFC. Runs fast on computers as old as 15 years. Windows desktop layout only. Now they have these desktop layouts we'll see in a minute that you can switch between different ones if you want. The Core Essentials, this is the one I downloaded for free. It's Windows and touch desktop layouts only. And it's got useful accessories and utilities on it. We'll see what those are in a minute. Yep. So that's the deal on this, and that's you click on this download button here. I think it downloads it straight after you get there. It downloads it from there straight away. Can't remember where this goes exactly. Let's test out. Oh, yeah, you can skip straight to download here. You can put your email address there and sign up and download. Of course, they have a big button for that. They have a small link for this. Can you guess why? And then when you click on that, then it gives the download thing where you can click Save File and go OK. I've already downloaded and already done it and all that kind of stuff, so take a look at that next on the next section. And here we are on my Zorin desktop. Yeah, I don't know if the wallpaper that's on there, whether I installed a different wallpaper than the standard one that comes out of the box on Zorin. I suspect I did, but pretty nice, isn't it? There you go, turn on change background. There you go, change background. See the different wallpapers they have available. Now this is installed on a zip not zip drive. Those are old school there. It's installed on a flash drive. Okay, so it's maybe the only background they have here. It may be the standard Zorin when it comes out of Zorin. Oh no! I'm going to click on this. Then you see all the backgrounds you can pick up from. There you go. Yeah, it looks pretty good. A lot of nice backgrounds you can pick from. The ocean, that kind of thing. I don't think this was a standard. I think there's something like this. Or this, it came in the default one. Anyway, obviously you choose all these backgrounds. Hit and select, I'll change background. Bada bing, bada boom. Next thing you know, in the middle of the wave. So it's got a good selection of nice wallpapers there. This might remind you of something. Mainly it reminds you of Elementary OS, doesn't it? Yeah. And it flows with the wind. Yeah, and I don't know whether it's a Elementary OS is fork off of Zorin or Zorin's fork off Elementary OS or what relationship they have together, but got some relationship apparently between Elementary OS, Pop OS, and Zorin. They have apparently picked out a niche part of the thing. Elementary's for new users who want the Mac-ish experience. So it has like the close button on the left side of the screen, that kind of thing. Whereas this is more Windows-esque version of Zorin here. As you saw in our video, you can get, if you want the Mac version, you have to pay for it. But the Windows version looks pretty good to me. It uses GNOME desktop, so yeah. Easiest way is to do searches on your things. I want to search for, let's say, like LibreOffice. Yes, it's got LibreOffice pre-installed. It's got, let's see what's the other ones. LibreOffice and trying to see if Thunderbird is installed. I think so. I think they have their own email client. That's Evolution. And you get web browser Startbox, I believe. Yep. And you got your VLC, I think. Yeah, VLC is a video player. Videos, you also got videos to play videos with. Image viewer, document viewer, fonts, that kind of thing. And then you got for your music player, and you got that. That's more traditional kind of menu on here. GNOME, traditional menu GNOME, basically. Like Mate or something more than that. Although it's not labeled as Mate per se, it's labeled as GNOME. So anyway, let's see, software, gotta go here. Sound and video, so let me get that. Yeah, it's got Rhythm Box. Rhythm Box, obviously, the music player on this, so it checks all the boxes and clears all those things out of the way. Also, the website was good and the installation was easy sneezy. Next, Columnar is top installer. And let's see what else do we have here. We've got programs out the wazoo. Yeah, this has a little more programs in Elementary, which is a little bit more locked down in that regard. One of the big differences between Elementary and Zorin is that you have snaps installed out of the box. If you go to their package manager software, and you go, oh, like nice. You get things like Brave browser you can install. All sorts of other stuff. Now you actually install OBS on here. I think I did. If you want to search for programs, you click on here as a search bar, so OBS. And I've already installed it on here, but yeah. Now the thing about OBS Studio on here is if you go into it like this, you'll see it doesn't say anything about what type of installation it is, whether it's from repositories or where. See down here, you say, you should on Snapcrafters GitHub. Oh, snaps. Snap. The snap of OBS Studio comes preloaded with some extra features, blah, blah, blah. There's a snap version. You don't know it until you start reading the details on it. So on this packages, you probably want to read the details, find out any snap or some from repositories or whatever. I kind of like to know what I'm installing on my computer, where it's coming from, that kind of thing. So, yeah, and some people are for snap, some people are get them, and it's whatever you run. But anyway, you need to be aware that snaps is install snaps on here. And that's the way snaps is. Apparently, it just kind of hides and sneaks in there until you go, oh, snap version, snap. So, and I think FlatHub is installed. I don't remember if it is or not. Let's check real quick. Terminal, and we'll, yeah, I don't have this really looked up good, but I just want to see. Yeah, Flatpaks is already installed on here too. So, but I think that doesn't appear in the like elementary. I don't think it appears in the thing until you sideload something onto Flatpaks. Which do that, then it'll start appearing in the software center too. So yeah. Now this has got, so that's the software. It's got a lot of software on it. You can pretty good on software. Now you got printer setup. This printer was just came right up out of the box. Installed pretty easy. You know. We had that printer. It prints right away when you click on it. It prints something. Test it out. It'll print from it. And it's just sitting there when I opened up the system the first time. I was just sitting there waiting for me to notice it and say, "Hi, I'm here. I can print anything you need." So yeah, printer's good, and this is your devices and your settings. Take a peek at that real quick. See what's in here. Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi adapter found this because this one I have to install a special install for this driver for this Wi-Fi adapter I got. So, and this isn't going to be under that long, so I'm going to do that. And appearance, notification, those where the theming is at. And you already saw this theming on the desktop appearance. And I'm not sure exactly where the theming is at off the top of my head. Online accounts, privacy, sharing, power network, devices, details. There's any devices where you got printers and other things like that. Oh, details of the Zorin. How much memory I gave it? 16. Well, actually, it's using the memory of the computer itself since I installed this on a flash drive and then plugged it into the thing. Did update grub 2 on it. It picked it right up, and I was able to go to it in the grub menu, just like its regular installation. But it's a little slow since it's on a flash drive. So yeah. So the menu works pretty well, for the most part, and it's a nice menu. better than your standard no menu where it flies all the icons all over the screen in a big mess, but other people probably like that. Some people don't. Case raw, your flavor, your thing. Anyway, I think that covers most of the things on the list. When we get back to spreadsheet, I'll check in on you, and we'll see how we scored this distro. Here we are at a spreadsheet, and we have a 9 for website navigation. And the only reason I deducted a point, I can't remember why exactly, but I think it had something to do with, I don't remember exactly why I deducted a point. And I deducted some point for it. I gave it a 10 for easy installation. It went smooth on the installation part. And I put a 3 in for guided tour because it didn't really have much of any kind of guided tour. The only thing it did was it did direct you to update once you got open. That's about all it did for welcome screen that I can call. I was kind of surprised. I thought I'd have something like that since it's so touted as a good news distro. I thought I'd have a guided tour of some kind for new users. Now on the install programs out of the box section where you look for specific programs, it had all of them pretty much that I was looking for. Web browser, email client, file manager, word processor, media player. I'm not sure why I put file manager there since practically every distro has a file manager. You almost have to have a desktop file manager cooking in there, but that's what I did. So okay, then we have down here for 9 program availability. I gave it a 9 on the level par with all the Pop OS and elementary. Yeah, elementary I didn't get that good score for. Cinnamon, all those. The ones I got 10s was MX, Linux, and Manjaro. And then we have 10 for how easy it was to have a printer. It just worked right out of the box. No problems or issues there. 9 keyboard shortcut setups is pretty good. Yeah. Themes and wallpapers. I give it a 9 on that, mostly because it was more extensive than an elementary OS, but it was not a 10 on that part. Of course, I didn't get too many 10s on that. The only one I gave a 10 on themes and wallpapers was Neptune Plasma. With Katie Plasma. I think it's the only one we had Katie Plasma on, essentially, so that's probably why. Because Katie Plasma, you can theme Plasma in pretty much any way your heart desires. I have all sorts of options. You can do whatever you want with it, pretty much. Which sometimes can be a bad thing for new users, so it's probably a good thing, but yeah, one of those issues. Updating, it was a 10. It was pretty easy. It was obvious how to do it and went smoothly. And 10 for easy menu and activating programs. It's pretty standard, nice menu. No menu, but it's not my preference for what kind of menu I want, but it worked. And I was able to get around it pretty much okay. So that's how I went for Zorin OS. And next time I'm going to, I'll talk about that in a minute. Let me switch over back to Headshot. So we have Zorin OS, that was Zorin OS, and it was a good distro. I really liked it. Matter of fact, as I mentioned in the desktop view of it, it's a lot like Elementary. I almost think they might be the same company. They collaborated or something there. Yeah, Zorin OS was a pretty good distro. I liked it okay. And it's a good distro if you want to have the Elementary feel and stuff, but you want more programming to choose from. Didn't limit you quite as much on programming and your options, that kind of thing. So, yeah, if you want snaps, probably want Zorin OS, so Elementary, if you have to choose between those two distros. And yeah, if you want snaps out of the box, that is, you can install snaps on either one, but you get snaps out of the box on Zorin, where it's kind of more of a You have to install it and you go cooking yourself on elementary. So yeah, there you go. So next time what we're gonna do, I have one last video in this episode, not an actual distro review, but I'm gonna go through the whole list of all the ones on the spreadsheet, kind of do a summary of them, what I think, how they rank, and all that kind of stuff. We'll check it out later. Next time. May the Linux Force be with you. Bye.